Cowboys sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing well. 6 wins and 8 prior to that defeat. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
So put bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Richardson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Richardson looking to throw. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Richardson looking to throw this. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Richardson. Going to be brought down here in the backfield. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Play fake. Here's Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw, here's Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Let's go now. Ready.
Off play action, Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. For Quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The home team's offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Ward. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Ward. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Here's Richardson to throw. Going right back to Ferguson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10.
7-7, our score after one.
Alert! Alert!
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6. Richardson to throw off play action. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Ready?
Second and 1.
Huh, 7.
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Let's go now.
That's a 27-yard line.
Richardson off the play fake. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 83.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cordell Flott on the coverage.
Come on, come on. Hey!
Richardson out of the shotgun. Pickens on the slant. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Check, check.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. If they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Throwing now, Ward. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Richardson. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, 48 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It's a gain of 20
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard
On the counter, Etienne. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
7, ready.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Brings up third down
Here we go,
and
here we
8.
go. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together.
No, no.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 29, here's second down and 7.
Here we go. Set.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's third and 4.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third.
Back to throw. Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 8. And the Cowboys.
Richardson working from the gun. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 60 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Ward. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Ward. And a quick throw here that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ward again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Brings up second and a
Here we
yard.
go. Here we go.
On play action, Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Okay, break.
And the first down.
Come on, come on.
At the 25.
Throwing is Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and
Ready.
5.
To throw, here's Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Gravity line.
Looking to throw. Moore. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the shotgun, it's Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Shoves him aside. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, Ward. Right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
35-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Play action now, Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Here's second and 10.
Go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's a gain of 6.
Here is third down and 4.
Third and 4.
Ready. 60 inch. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Moore. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready, ready.
A give running right, ETN. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
That's good for a first
Here we
down.
go, here we go.
And they'll run with ETN. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Cowboys first
back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now he's going to step up and run. Richardson hit and he fumbles it. It's going the other way. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to the defense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Oh, nice move. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratching. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Working out of the gun here, Ward. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They work now on 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the 15-yard line.
To throw is Ward. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Ward. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
A loss of 8 yards. That's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Something of a rare incompletion. I remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. Ward now working out of the gun. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Etienne up the middle. Able to slither by. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another first down. 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Ward. That's complete to DK. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Looking to put a drive together. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Richardson to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll try and do this himself. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Cowboys.
Let's go now.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Richardson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now it's Richardson. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 11. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to work. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. ETN bringing in another one.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's Ward. Going for a right side here, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This is 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. ETN once more. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Shot. Count. Ready.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys and a little bit of a surprise.